Ashes of Creation is one of the most anticipated and ambitious MMOs in development. Even more ambitious is their lore. At first glance, the idea of gods, monsters, and familiar races sounds like your typical high fantasy RPG. However, upon closer inspection, the world of Vera, the world that Ashes of Creation takes place, becomes more intriguing. In this video, I will try to unpack some of Ashes' history and summarize key events that shape the landscapes and races you will encounter in the MMO. Keep in mind, I will only be touching upon lore pertaining to the MMO and their Battle Royale apocalypse, excluding their monthly cosmetic packs, as those are mostly flavor text. I will be grouping major events under categories for informative purposes and to help new and old players follow with ease. If you like lore content, please consider leaving a like, comment, and sub, and turn on your notifications. Without further delay, let's explore the world of Ashes of Creation. Long ago, in time immemorial, 10 god beings existed. These gods, out of curiosity or necessity, poured parts of themselves into a race of beings they called the Ancients. For a while, they lived in harmony. After some time, 3 of the gods began to teach the Ancients mysteries and forbidden ways of the Essence. Essence, being the origin of all magic, allows a wielder to manipulate magic to its desires, whether that desire be good or evil. The other 7 gods did not take this offense lightly, and declared war upon the 3 rebellious gods and the Ancients. The battle lasted eons, and each massive blow sent an echo through time, creating the stars. The 7 gods were victorious. The 3 and the Ancients were imprisoned and tossed into the void. The 7 remaining gods once again poured themselves into creating Vera, the world which Ashes of Creation takes place. Thereafter, they molded the 4 races and placed them upon the world. Following this dawn age, linear time began to turn. It was at this point that the main sentient beings began their path to civilization. For a time, the 4 races lived in peace and prosperity, what we would consider a golden age. The Dunes and Kel dwarves were granted dominion over the mountains. Though the smallest of the races, they were the first to be born and the most respected due to their mastery and industrialization of the Great Forge. The Pyrean elves blessed the forests and riverlands. Tall, lean, and most attuned to the magics of Vera, they stood watch over nature and all of its creatures. The Kavek orcs ruled the hills and marshes, the deadlier of the races, warriors. They fought as one and cut down any who would seek to oppress them. At first nomadic, but swiftly unified under one banner. The Ayla humans, though not as attuned to magic or combat, they would find their calling as merchants, traders, politicians, and tacticians. They were the largest, population-wise, in all of Vera. Their thirst to thrive was often at the expense of the other races. During this period, the race of human and elf found a common interest in magic and study. They created the 2 universities of magic, delving deeper into the mystery of essence and sharing knowledge for the betterment of Vera, for a time at least. The Ayla humans were not satisfied, and they coveted the knowledge and power of the elves, and so they set out on a campaign of conquest. The humans sent out legions of their armies and deployed their navy to every shore. Those who defied them were swiftly and brutally cut through. Pyrean elves, the only race to rival the great empire of men, was also the hardest to feel the sting of this invasive show force. Both empires fractured and derelict. Many died, many great houses fell, and bonds once unified would never be healed. The Great War ended in peace, but brought instability to all. Above the skies of Vera, 3 distinct lights appeared. The people referred to them as harbingers. Inside the dwarven city of Dunheim, a young girl named Delia recounts her experience in her diary. After some time, the lights grow to 16. Soon thereafter, the harbingers crashed into the city of Dunheim, destroying it and killing a significant amount of people. Simultaneously, in different parts of Vera, other harbingers fell. From these massive rocks, creatures began to pour out, devouring and destroying everything in their wake. This signaled the return of the Ancients, the once Spanish race from the beginning of time. The people of Vera cried out for help for their gods. These gods took pity and brought forth gateways, massive portals. The 7 created another world without magic, a safe haven called Sanctus. This event is known to many as the Great Calamity, or the Great Exodus. However, the gateways were unable to save all of the inhabitants of Vera, and so the divines in their mercy created the Underrealm, an underground pocket beneath Vera that would protect those left behind. The abrupt closure of the portals left thousands of people on Vera to fend for themselves and to survive against the looming darkness. The Light Pact is formed, a coalition of the bravest warriors from across the realm to fight back the darkness and find a way to reanimate the gateways. The fates of those left behind is unknown. During this period of mystery, we can assume the interbreeding between the races living in the Underrealm has taken place, and some of the first Tolnar are born. Refugees on Sanctus have created a flourishing society. The events before this are now legends and myths. The gateways have reanimated. Sanctus is once again linked with Vera. The Tolnar emerge from the Underrealm. Expeditions, you, the player, begin to journey through to explore and rebuild. The Iron Lion Order is formed as a means to dampen the magics being used against them to keep order among the people. The vastness of storytelling that will occur in the world of Ashes of Creation is endless. I hope you find your place in this grand tale. I look forward to another video once a significant amount of lore is available to us. If you have any questions, please comment here or on the forums, and thank you for watching.